Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Missile Industries E30 LS project. Now in this episode I'm going to attempt to transform boxes and boxes of cooling system parts into a functioning cooling system for this particular car. Now I've been at this for a day or so already and I've had all kinds of dramas. I mean, the three key pieces of the kit seem to be fine, and that's the thermofan, the radiator, and the overflow bottle, but nothing else makes any sense. None of the lines make any sense, none of the attachments make any sense, and I'm assuming that this is because LS motors come in a wide variety of arrangements in terms of water pump locations and thermostat housings, and obviously this car doesn't have any kind of heater in it, so I don't need any of the heater hoses either. But what I have here is a bunch of parts, and I've already been to a couple of different shops to get some extra AN fittings to try and get this to work, and today is the day I will pull all the pieces together and actually put some coolant in the car, and hopefully nothing leaks out. Just one example of the confounding nature of this kit. Now this is a top radiator hose for a VX Commodore with a Gen 3 LS motor in it. Now this is a factory radiator hose and it goes here. Now clearly that doesn't line up. So I've taken the old factory hose, cut it down and sleeved it with a piece of tube in the middle to hold it together. So that attaches to the radiator just fine around this pulley, which will be spinning at high RPM, and I'm sure that won't create a future disaster. The next drama I had was this thermostat housing. Now, if the thermostat housing goes where it's supposed to go, it actually goes down past the lower inlet for the custom radiator. So that's a no bueno. So again, I'm using the stock thermostat housing and a BMW hose that I found, dug out of my spares box and cut up to suit. Now, this isn't very satisfactory, but it will do to get this car running and holding coolant. You can get a 90-degree one of these, it will come out like that, which will put less of a kink in this pipe. But for the time being, I'm going to go with what I have available. Another headache I have to contend with is the radiator overflow for this tank. This tank is here. So I need to run a hose through there. There's actually a coolant line there, so I guess that makes sense in a way. So the hose will have to run through there, tee into that coolant line, and then up to that overflow tank there. And these bottom lines, I assume, will connect with the lower water pump housing hoses for the heater core system. But I'm not really sure how tidy that's going to be and how effective it's going to be with all the limited real estate I have available. So I'm just going to send it and see what I can come up with. This radiator kit also came with a swag of Aeroflow fittings in dash 10, which I'm assuming is for the cooling system for the heater core to make that all work. There. So yeah, a lot of dash 10 fittings, but not enough dash 6 fittings. For the overflow. So who knows what their intentions were for all of this stuff. It's not like it came with an instruction manual. There we have it. After much stuffing about, it's all plumbed up I'm not that keen to tip coolant into it just yet because I'm not 100% sure this engine's staying put for the time being. Some other hurdles have thrown themselves up, and I need to wait for more parts to show up. But there you have it. All the hoses are connected. I had to bypass the throttle body coolant line. I don't plan to use it anymore. This is Queensland after all. So that T piece out of the top of the heads goes from there, underneath the power steering reservoir to there, and then over to there. Hopefully that makes sense once it's running and it's hot.